Alright, let me see here. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even know what numbers I'm even saying anymore. I'm just saying numbers just to frickin' say them. Hold on. Let me see. What's even going on at this point? Because I had to restart my stream. Because my screen decided to just go completely absurd. So without further ado, hold on. I should wait about 2 minutes. Or a minute at this point. Because quite frankly, you know. Hopefully my computer will be okay throughout the whole stream, because it's like I wanted. It's like the title is kind of explanatory to partially why I'm streaming, but I'll explain that in a minute when there's enough people here. Let's see. Alright, should be time. We are back live on YouTube. I have yet to get around to trying to stream everywhere else. Like, I don't know, Twitch and Rumble. I gotta build myself up in ways more than one somehow, but I don't know who's gonna do that. But I thought about, honestly, let me check my screen. Okay, it looks like it's doing okay so far. But the point of me streaming tonight is to see if entire place that I made in general can get more concurrent active users than Meep City, which you know, considering there's only like up to 10 people at most watching streams, the answer would immediately be no. It's like, why are you streaming? It's like, well, it's like if I don't make videos, right? I gotta do something else, kind of, to make up for the lack of videos. So yeah, it's like if we do break it, then I would be able to have it recorded live. If not, then it's whatever, because streams like so there's only like a single digit amount of people, maybe double digit, maybe low double digits on a lucky day. but yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and search up Meep City for a minute. I will not play it because that is basically contributing to its place visits, and I'm not willing to do all of that. And I don't know why this thing is going incredibly slow here. Look at this, folks. 356 people in in the actual Meep City. 356 at 7 p.m. and apparently hit 141 people last night, which is the lowest amount of people ever. For folks who are just joining in, welcome to the stream, where I mainly am thinking about why on earth is there something going on in particular not like necessary. Okay, let me rephrase this because I'm saying why, and I don't think it's a why, rather than can I have a place that beats out Meep City in concurrent players, which you don't know. The answer is no. Okay, I'll read the comments now. Unlink my email, my contact information, my business email. Hold on. It's like, is that something new? I should probably look at it on my phone so my computer doesn't have a lag attack. Email linked and public with the Roblox account. Then what? Roblox support can swat you. There's no... What the heck? But yeah, the email I have linked on my YouTube channel is also not necessarily the email I use for my main account now. But granted, that could also it could still possibly, you know. Wait a minute. Holy piss. Are we for real? We're just gonna go back to whatever the heck this says, dude. Output. Bro. Hold on. Alright, can you guys hear me again? Holy crap. Why did my microphone just... Anyways. Let me see if my stream is still up. Because it did go for a rough patch for a minute. Like, connection was lost for a minute. Okay, it looks like we are back. Thank goodness. My encoder just got, interrupted, and I had to change it back to the settings I had to eat last week or something. The last stream. Which, you know, is something. I don't know what this game is about. Classic Meep City. But we also have some news to cover before we get to trying to execute a game, getting more visits. At least trying to get more visits than Meep. Not visits, right? Because there's no way we can get 16 billion visits on stream. There's just no way. But I mean, active users playing the game. I want to know if we can get more active users than Meep City at some point throughout the stream. It might even take a while. But yeah. Should I go on to Twitter? Real quick? You know what? Let me do that. Because I know for a fact there are some news to cover. And the lag is just horrendous right now. Hopefully that is not lagging on your screen as well. It just might be. I don't know, but... And we're gonna start with Roblox removing text and voice chat abilities for basically everyone in the Middle East. So if you live in the Middle East, you no longer can communicate with literally anyone, including your own friends, on Roblox. All because Roblox to sit around and do freaking nothing for 5 years and then panic when all their wrongdoing comes back to bite them in the rear end. That's all I'm gonna say about the whole thing. And now we got people making entire t-shirts about it because, yeah, if they can't talk, then they gotta find other ways to communicate. Like, I don't know, roleplay name, which has been the most classic example. Because for, like, roleplay games of, like, 2016, it's like, if you were a guest and you were in a roleplay game, you could just use the roleplay name to communicate. Maybe the same way could have been executed. I'm gonna check my notifications on here, because I have 6 of them. Oh, jeez, I don't like how long it took to load the entire slate of messages. But yeah. But we got some good news, though. Believe it or not, we got actual good news. But it's all due to public pressure from Robloxians and non-Robloxians alike, by the way. Let me find the post here. Okay, that's another thing. Streamers no longer having to pay taxes on donations in the United States. So that's something. But I was trying to find something else. There we go. That's the reply I'm looking at. It's like, if you search up Kaneko Kitten's Roblox account right now on Discord using a command, you will finally see that his account has been deleted for the first time in literally years since the entire controversy regarding him and his actions, that I will not say on stream, has surfaced and taken over social media at that time. And if you guys are just joining into the stream, welcome. I'm just reporting on some news right now before I just simply try and figure out how many people are playing Meep City. And then try to get more than that, because you know how I am about Meep City. I just want it to die or wither away. But let's see. We got... Okay, and then there's Roblox saying that they're rolling out age estimation, which I'm not sure what it says. So I don't know what to say about it, but possibly vague wording again if I would have known. And yeah. You know how Bloxy News report that there's this retro swap thing that just keeps popping up when you just press this little smiley icon and just post all and just have all of this crap here? Some fun thing. But you know what isn't fun? When you go to the news section after searching up Roblox. That's not really fun, because it turns out you got even more cases of inappropriate activity on Roblox by basically middle-aged adults. Or something like that. And now we got something out of Michigan saying that a grown man has pleaded guilty to taking advantage of a minor. Through Roblox, by the way. Through Roblox! And this dude's 29. And the federal prosecutors filed a charge last December. So this is like an update to a older case, I guess. But yeah, I also was watching how do I make my stream less laggy, and it backfired, so yeah, it's whatever. I'll just have to use settings and stuff. And look at that, folks. Threat against a school district in New York deemed false, so it's a hoax. Like, yeah, well, not only that we got children being groomed through Roblox, there's also people making straight up threats for school threats through Roblox, which, you know, I don't know what to say other than it being absolutely disgraceful, quite frankly. And, you know, it is just a sad thing that Roblox is just, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna unban Schlep. Yeah. You mean, it'll probably continue if they don't, though. With all of this backlash that lasted basically a month. And then the lawsuit out of Oklahoma following their child getting groomed and extorted through Roblox. And that's like the newest lawsuit that I am aware of against Roblox. However, that now raises the count to about 16 states with active lawsuits against Roblox. And the even sadder thing is that the investors bought into Roblox's damage control. Look at this. It's like, this is around the time when Schlep got banned, okay? The 8th, 11th, the weekend. And then it dropped only slightly. Enough to make them lose $12 billion, which forced them to respond accordingly. It went up, and then it just shot back down to almost $115 per share, and then has recovered ever since. Which, I don't know what to say about that. Which, you know, we don't even know the full fallout of it all. And the crazy thing is, this was when Ruben Sim got sued around there. Like, he was banned for Roblox around late 2021, and then stocks just shot down. The opposite almost is happening right now with the case with Schlep. Who knows, it also still might go down. But, I don't know. All I do know is that this whole thing is still slowly unraveling. Absolutely. Is unraveling. And I will go to the petition regarding Matt Kaufman resignation. It has slowed down enough. At least. To the point it's gotten slower, but there's like a few signatures every hour, which I don't know what to say. It slowed down again, honestly. But 12,000 signatures is one heck of a feat for even that petition. And it's like the third most signed petition regarding Roblox. Second to the Trey Cooldown and David Bazuki. What question is what? The title, or alright, let's see. What am I ever gonna do here? It's like I was gonna do a tour about a city game I worked on and off for the last decade, but if my computer can't handle showing it all, then I don't know what to say, because I don't know, it's been extraordinarily laggy the whole day, and I have no idea why it's doing this. But it's just lagging. I don't know what it is, but the lag is just still there. And I will eventually post the link of the game when I get around to... Okay, it's right there. If I can go to it quickly enough. Hopefully my computer will survive the storm. Are you going to brick planet if Roblox dies? Well, if it's safe, then maybe. Let's see, this place hasn't got very much attention, primarily because I have not advertised it a couple years back. At least not as much as I would have liked. It's like I was preparing to finish everything up and then advertise, but then user advertisements went down. I was like, okay, now what? You know, it's just crazy. Brick Planet existed since 2016? Well, shoot, I didn't know that. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Why did it just do that? Like, why did it just disappear from my menu? Or whatever the heck. That's just nuts. And I know it's probably gonna be super slow on your guys' end of the stream. It's how the stream is processing all this stuff. And the thing I have built into the game that I have made, along with a couple other guys, is I've built in some kind of a chat log. So if it were to blow up, which it hasn't happened yet, but if it were to necessarily blow up practically in the middle of the night or just something crazy like that, then I will be able to track what the heck's going on. And okay, it must be loading the game because my app is frozen right now. It should go... Yeah, there we go. There's a lot of parts in here. I mean, we're talking 700,000 parts. Which is quite a bit for basically not just an entire city, but the surrounding area on top of that. And I probably should have some kind of, I don't know what to call it, but definitely something to make it have less bricks packed in one area. Alright. I can't even drive cars normally while streaming. This has gotten out of hand. And yeah, this parking structure is the spawn point. Is where and I made it on purpose. So you could just get in the parking structure, grab a car, and start driving around. And I believe that might be the entire point of this game, is to drive around and just do stuff. I don't know. As long as it follows Roblox's, whatever it's called, TOS, that they have, that can arguably be said that they somewhat enforce it, but not entirely. At least up to a certain point, which is absolutely ludicrous. That that type of thing would happen anyway. Let me see if the link I posted went through. Yeah, the link did go through. So I did post a link to the game in the stream. If you guys want, since there's like not very many people, I could pin the link. And I'll be in here for about at least half an hour because there's quite a bit I have built in here. With at least earlier than like the pandemic, some help with a couple friends of mine, which is always great when you're not necessarily by yourself trying to finish a big project, but it finishes that you have to. It's like I'm not even finished with this game yet, but it looks presentable, I guess. Which, it's like, there's a difference between like being absolutely finished and then like being finished enough for the game to be, I don't know, presentable, like early access or some crap. And okay, and I'm just probably gonna be driving super slow because of me turning this game mixed with this stream recording it, making the already laggy stream even laggier, along with the entire computer game session. So yeah, there's something. And I can only go a certain speed without, I don't know, being slightly concerned about what the heck's going on, I guess. But yeah. We are in, like, the edge of downtown right now. Which I've been kind of on and off, filling in empty spots with, like, skyscrapers that are mainly empty to basically not make the game even more laggier than it already stands out to be. Which says a lot. Alright, to the main road. Waterfront Boulevard. Which is basically the easternmost street. Now, at least. Let's see. I thought it was... What was... Oh, well. I thought I knew how to use the light signal, but... But in any case, I'm gonna go through anyway. And yeah, you could just see the stream just absolutely buffering due to my game session is also lagging. So like if my game session is lagging, the stream is also gonna make it even laggier. And I turned this building that I already passed by here into like a hotel, and it turns out it has like tens of thousands of parts from like having all the rooms set up and all this stuff. So I don't know what I'm necessarily gonna do with it, but definitely have some tall skyscrapers and some smaller ones just scattered around downtown, as it's supposed to be the largest city of the same virtual nation I helped work on. And I'm not sure like how having necessarily an actual McDonald's and Wendy's and other fast food restaurants is gonna affect the game if it does blow up. I thought about that in 2021, but then haven't thought about it until, like, right now. So, I don't know. Although my stream is slower, that also makes more room for me to drive slightly better too, I guess. Which might be the silver line of this whole lag festival. And I'll go to the freeway in a minute or 5. Yeah, the game is quite a bit laggy, and I've turned my graphics down to a 5 in at least with games like this one. It's like it's a very large map. I mean, it's like when I mean it's a very large map, we're talking hundreds of base plates would have been used if it were to be part base plates, which is the case. Which, I don't know. And it was like the smartest thing to continue using them. But yeah, for some intersections like this one, it's like I know these traffic lights have been installed for a little bit, but I started to have some intersections have traffic lights just to see what the heck is gonna happen, but I also have not finished doing that. And honestly, I'll just have to figure out how to fill the map without making it an even bigger lag fest, I guess. It is not going to turn green, is it? Never mind. I thought I had to run a red light for a minute. On Roblox, of course. I'm not gonna do something stupid like that in real life. And yeah, this skyscraper on the right, I finished a couple weeks ago and have it added. Wait, what the heck? Hold on. What is this? Let me see what the heck this is and what's doing right there. Either way, that's gonna have to go. If UFO, like on Roblox, like the Roblox UFO from the old, that's a command? I'm not It's like, what admin command did the UFO command come from? Because I'm not sure if there was, like, a command for that. Unless we're talking about something else I have no idea about. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be one. A command with a van? Yeah, I don't know what that one is called. Honestly, I have no idea what it's called. Let me see. I could just make everyone's speed be 100. Perhaps. Hopefully I can still go down the freeway without having any trouble. Because, yeah, this map is expansive. Oh. Let's see, what? Oh. Somehow got stuck on the incline. That's weird. For it to be stuck on the incline. Okay, maybe I should just make your speed... Wait, what? Make your speed faster? What the heck? It's like, let me see, how much faster should I make it? Like, I don't know if 200 is gonna make things any better somehow. Like, this should have more than enough seats in this car. Let me see. Infinite? Holy smokes. Okay. I wonder how possible that is. Oh, wait, that actually killed you. What the heck? Alright, I'll just bring you to the van, since infinite speed just yeets you off the face of the earth. Not surprising at all. Alright. Infinite again? Yeah, you're gonna... Yeah, you're, gonna die again, though. Like, if the van flies, then I don't know what to say. $5,000, okay. Or 10,000 even. Oh, boy. Let me see. We could try setting your speed at 10,000. Oh, wait, did he just get in the seat somehow? I'll just pin the game, if that's fine. So people could join in as well, especially if you can tolerate 700,000 parts scattered across the map. Alright, let's see. That just moved the expedition a little bit. Like, very slightly moved it. Oh, it just... Yeah, the car just got pushed even further past the ramp I was about to go on. But we could go into this little area next. It's like, it doesn't show everything on the map, because if I do, my computer's gonna probably have a not very good party. And I mean, like, an possible... I don't know about explosion necessarily, but it's gonna shut down, probably. And I'll have to restart the whole stream all over again. Yeah, this is like, I don't know if it's Midtown, or it could be one, though. But I just recently densified this entire area up, having buildings built up to allow possible apartments here. And am I actually stuck? There is no way I can't move at what? Oh. Oh, the Wendy's I just passed? Do you want me to... Wait, Dark... The player. Do you want me to come back to the restaurant? Because I could still do that, but... And now I can suddenly move. Oh, did what work? The seat? Or... flying with no control? The van is still on the ground, by the way. Oh. Infinite jump. That's interesting. Alright. I'll have to slow my roll at least. Okay. Why can't I view you? Why oh, wait. I might have to do the watch command. Yeah. And he's in space. Holy crap. This dude is actually flying in space. Practically. Okay, never mind. He just hit the ground and he's just jumping in every... it's just going up. And then back down and then up again. That is absolutely wild. And if you guys just joined in the stream, welcome to the stream where I have been thinking about trying to get a place with more visits. Well, not visits, because 16 billion, 1,000 is like a massive difference. But concurrent users. I'm trying to get more concurrent users than Meep City, which is already a tall task. But we so far have 3 people, which is not very much, but it's the beginning of something. Also, primarily because I'm streaming. It's like, if I wasn't streaming this game, I probably would have made a video on it and then just, you know, not dipped or whatever the heck, but it's still, like, going to be something with concurrent users or something like that going on. I don't know. Okay. I didn't want to turn back towards downtown, at least not inherently. Let me see. Oh, I got myself stuck. What the heck? And... okay, fine. So be it. I had to get myself up the stupid incline. Okay. Alright, I made myself able to get past that incline and now to get on to the freeway, which is usually the fun part. Going on the freeway. Sometimes. Except there's like no one on the road. Well, at least I found out how to honk the horn still. It's like, I don't know if anyone can hear in game, but when you press H to this car in particular, it might be some others as well. You can just have your horn blare off, which you know, could be useful, but not in this instant, because there's only, like, now 2 people here. Alright. I could make everybody's settings back to normal regarding speed count. And now we're crossing a large body of water, which could be called a sea or a sound, whichever one fits the description. But it's going to reach an island. It's like before, like last year, this particular freeway would stop at the island. But now it has been extended to connect other places that are not in this game. In particular. Like, one example being River City, which is all... And not to be confused with the Liberty County game, right? That has its own set of maps and stuff. It's like the River City map that I had. Sure, part of it's inspired from the original Liberty County map, but also it's been expanded onto an entire island that is basically the size of a... I don't know what would the size of the island be, actually, but it's a county, nevertheless. That is an island. It's like, it would be a nice view if I don't lag myself to death and turn up my graphics. Like, imagine driving on the freeway on a barrier island. That is, like, not conventional, but... Absolutely not conventional to have a freaking freeway on a barrier island, but hey. There's something going, I guess. The inspection station, which is what was left of the old road. And at any minute, we'll reach the tunnel that's gonna go underneath that. Basically, the inlet of what's going to be the Foreigner River. Alright, let's see. And I also made it so that there's railroad tracks beside the freeway as well. Okay, here's the tunnel. It's basic looking. Gets the job done. And is also named. And no, we're not gonna get into water. That's just terrain and bugging out because of the lag. Especially on my end of the screen. And yours too, I guess. The fact that I'm going 112 miles an hour in a freaking tunnel is kind of scary. So there's going to be a certain point where I'll be out the tunnel and then the map almost immediately ends. At some point. So I'm going to have to watch out for that. And we're up and out the tunnel. Just to go back in it again. Which is... It's like, well, what's the point of going in the tunnel when you're about to the other side just to go back through it? Like, well, I thought it would show you the entire tunnel at least. Okay, let me not go through the same way I came out of. Alright, hold on. Before I do that, I'm gonna do something really quick. Okay. Hopefully my car does not get sabotaged again. Somehow. And it looks like I'm sitting at 940 subscribers right now. Check out my phone, of course, because checking my computer would be an absolute lag festival if I tried. Wait, how the heck did I get this to 200 miles an hour? What the heck? That is the wildest drive I have possibly ever done. Topping it at 200 miles an hour. As in topping my speed, rather, at 200 miles an hour. That is just... It's like, that was about as fast as a sports car, and I don't think... And sports cars could probably go faster than 200 miles an hour, even. Which is insane. But... Okay, back to the inland. $110 going off the bridge. That's insane. And the map wasn't even as big as it used to either, considering that the map was still quite large in size before I even expanded it even more. To basically double the size. Which hopefully I didn't kill any possibility of people playing it as well as a result of that. Alright, but get off this next exit. So don't drive and continue on the freeway, I guess. After basically driving all the way across, which I had to make the map distance a bit more realistic. Let's see, right, left, I don't know. I'm gonna turn left. And then go back the opposite direction. Probably. I wonder how the stream's doing regarding... Okay, it's like a frame every second or something. It's absurd. It's like, I have no idea if Sonder City should be the game of choice. But if I were to give a tour to subscribers and viewers anyway, before I decide what game we should try to have beat Meep City. Because there have to be a game that is ideally played for all devices. And I don't know if this would be one of them, considering issues with devices could arise. Alright. Yeah, we'll continue, actually. I thought about going on the freeway, but I'm just not going to. Oh, the view of the freaking skyline is something. Especially considering my graphics are at okay, it disappeared. And it wouldn't have been long before they disappeared anyway, due to the graphics change. Being a 5 instead of a 10. It would have a complete... I don't know, and a meltdown for the ages if I had graphics at computer graphics for the game at a 10. It'll be a disaster in the making. I can promise the viewers that. And it's the skyline again. That's gonna disappear in a couple seconds because my graphics is... It may still show up if the graphics are at 10, but I'm just not gonna test that. At least not willingly. But yeah, for those who just joined in the stream, welcome. I am driving around one of the places I helped work on for a decade, basically. That basically has next to no visits, as in having only 1,700. I have the game linked in the pinned comment, I should say. Before I blunder that up too. But pinned comment. You can join, but beware, there's a lot of parts. Turn graphics down if necessary. Which is what I even had to do. Okay, if I was gonna stop for a minute, that was gonna be concerning. I wonder what would happen if I turn around somewhere. Like, I don't know. It's Chick-fil-A, for example. Which is also empty, conveniently. Oh, I could have went the other entrance. Oh yeah, there is one way in and one way out. Also, convenient. Alright, time to head back on another freeway. This is the first freeway I have entered on. Okay. Well, about to enter before I just ran into the wall. The sound... I don't know if it's a sound wall or is it a... It's definitely a side wall for the ramps to get support, standing, and whatnot. But... Alright, let's see, what do these signs say? Oh. Okay. And to the left of this car is basically the edge of the airport. I had to... When I was expanding the map, I thought about expanding the airport conveniently as well. So in case there are, you know, airplanes to fly, that could be possible. Alright, I'm gonna get off this exit. At least. Oh, I could've gone the other way. Oh, that's amazing. Alright, let's see what it could do here. Could I push this? Okay, I guess I could. Wait. Don't tell me it broke this car already. This... No. No! I couldn't have broke this car already, dude. Why do you It's weird. Who's weird? You're asking me... It's like, look, I don't even play Meep City. I just wish on its downfall, if anything. Because Meep City is a haven for online daters and degeneracy at the peak of its time. It's like, why would I want a game like that to even, you know, have hundreds of players? Which is also, and the only, it's like, I also want to surpass the player count of Meep City. he's still watching, but let me see if I can add a card to improvise with the critical error I just executed. Because or there's always another option that is unconventional, but I could literally walk fast with admin. More housing. Oh, look, that's a tollway. Or at least an access to one. And I don't know if that guy read the title correctly, because he asked why I play Meep City, but I haven't played it in like a while. And I only play it just to see what the heck is still happening. Like whether or not it's still a hive of degeneracy or not. And I haven't touched it in about weeks, if not months. Okay, we've now gotten to a point where there's a town in progress, is all I can say about this. And then tied to it is a Walmart. Yeah. But how I found out about Meep City is the parties and how people are doing all this depraved stuff. So I had to find a way to stop it as a person who has been basically stopping and trolling online daters at that time for a few years. So the only thing I didn't do enough of, though, is recruitment. Because if I would have actually recruited and stuff, that would have helped a bit, even if it goes beyond being an underground anti-online dater Roblox group. Whatnot. Yeah. I just exited another small town, and I apparently was missing a sign about it. Well, that's just disappointing. And half of a... Okay. These are now all things I have to look back at and say, well, crap. Why don't you look at that? And go back and fix it later. But this is another small town of Martinville. Let me see if my stream can even hear. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can definitely hear what I'm talking about, at least. Yeah. And then there's Interstate 2 going around the city of Martin, which has interesting history. With it being an antique English town, I think, and then the Arabs came in, and then the town separated, and then they joined back after a few decades. Yeah. Me and my friends even made an entire backstory to some of these places, like Martin, and even Saunders City has a backstory, believe it or not. It's his own history, which I'll get to later. I just gotta show you guys the ice arena right here. It's lagging to death, so I can only slowly go in. But yeah, light, I guess. I probably left that there. But yeah, there it is. And then And that's for some minor league hockey team associated with the Saunders City hockey team, because Saunders City also has major sports teams that I'm not sure if I have made groups of or not. Hold on. Alright, I guess being AFK for like 5 minutes just winded up killing my stream faster than I could have possibly predicted. Which is very unfortunate, because I want to show people the rest of Saunders City. However, I could still announce I'm streaming on Twitter, among other platforms, so maybe I will consider, but let me check my notifications. See what the heck's going on there. I was gonna continue the tour. I'm on Twitter right now. I'm now going to straight up get around the posting the fact that I am streaming right now, although I don't think I should even need like whatever the heck's going on with Roblox. Heck, this crap should not be running. Like, I don't know if it might be. Yeah, it's the chat log history mixed with Rolling Mons. It's a mix of everything. Let me see. Oh, it does show on Discord. So people on Discord should know I'm streaming. Not that it's gonna get very big, but we can always try, I guess. Let me see what I can do regarding all this. Because if I'm not mistaken, I could try to enhance it. I don't know if hashtags would enhance it though. And that's necessarily because of the fact of the matter being that do people even use hashtags for searching stuff up? I don't know if they do, but I'll be surprised if there's people who use hashtags to find streams and stuff. Alright. There's the hashtag Roblox. And apparently mine show up when it shows Roblox stream. An interesting case scenario. Alright, I'm gonna save the... Alright, the hashtag Roblox should show up now. Like, actually show up. Like, I wonder what people use for their... If they use hashtags, like... What do they use? Do they use hashtags? Like, that... Like, all I want to know is just what they use. It's like, if they use the hashtag Roblox, great. If they don't, whatever. I added it anyway. Oh, you bought Plus for Meep City? Yeah. So did I, but mainly to try and combat the weirdo parties. Or some crap. I get a big house and have my own party and not turn it into what was mainly thought of Meep City, being a full-fledged, inappropriate fest. But obviously, I have not came to Meep City to try and restore any order, so that may not have worked as intended. And as we approach to the northwestern edge of the map, here is the prison. The maximum security prison at that. For basically the region. And if not the entire state that Saunders City is situated in. And, you know, this virtual nation called Morseville, it was in a... We even gave Morseville a story where it was part of the United States up to 2018, so it can handle online data, getting rid of them from its territory a lot more without dragging the entire U.S. into it and all this other stuff. But now, we got... But yeah, there's the prison right there. Alright, I know my thumbnail is probably not very accurate, granted, because they still have it as free schlep, which is also on my t-shirt. But mainly from uploading the t-shirt rather than, you know, getting it for 2 Robux or so, because I don't want to give David Bazooki an extra cent for protecting a certain group of people that are very disliked. But before I continue discovering, I will be back for a minute. I don't know how I should have done this earlier, but okay, I should be... Okay, my microphone's still on. I'm back, kind of. I'm just here. Alright, the screen should be back in about 5 seconds or less. Alright, for those who stuck around, thank you. I don't even get people watching my streams because, oh, boring stream. Person yaps a lot. Which, honestly, I understand, like, me yapping a piss ton is gonna make you tired, but I'm not sure if I can help my device just lagging at every step of the way. I'm not sure if I can help that. I could fix it, at least try to, but I don't know how I would fix it for, you know, a MacBook of sorts. Alright, let me see. Get to the even further corners of... Oh yeah, I haven't even finished this. That's right. That's what I thought I was... Anyways. So it turns out I still got work to do in this game. Like, fixing a house, putting a sign down, among other things. Which is, you know, interesting. That I announced that, hey, I still got work to do on the game that's touring the frickin' place of Sonder City. In the outlying area. And whatever. Which, you know, is something. It's like, why didn't you finish this? Like, I did nothing. It's like, I don't know why I didn't work on it in the last couple of months, weeks. That didn't come to my mind. It's like if it came to my mind, I definitely would. Don't get me wrong. It's like some kind of fatigue. I don't know what kind of fatigue, but it's a fatigue that you've done so much, yet you got very little rewards as a result of it. It's like, oh, you're supposed to do all the work. It's like, okay, sure, but You know, I'll be back again. Alright, I'm back for you know, the audio. Okay, my stream is dead. It is absolutely dead, but I'm gonna continue anyway. And then if there's people who come back after the tour of Sonder City ends, then I'll see. But I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna end the stream after I do a tour of Sonder City. It's like maybe I should rename the stream to like the tour of Sonder City or some crap, because quite frankly, like no one like I already figured out no one's gonna play my game and stuff. Alright, let me see here. I'm going to rename this out off of the screen here. Wait. Saunders City. Morseville. And I don't know why I put an R after the E, but that's not what I was asking. Alright, I'm gonna go to my channel and try and search up what is going on with my channel. Like, I don't know if there's a... Wait a minute. Okay, this is replaying earlier, like a whole lot earlier, and it's been... How long? An hour and a half, and it's like dead already? Good God. Hold on, Hold on, I gotta do something and I can't, you know. Yeah, folks, I changed the name of the stream because I know it's I'm just gonna end the stream since no one's watching it right now. It appears. I'll check again, but there was no one watching by the time I changed the name of the frickin' stream. At least not inherently. So like it's next to dead. Excuse me, and there's like only what, 6 people at most? I'll be surprised if there's more. But yeah. Another one of these because apparently you can't get enough of those in the United States. And then we got ourselves on a whole neighborhood here. Don't even ask how we got a neighborhood. We just do. And that including a church where people can worship the Word of God. Or however it goes, because it's like it's just there to be there. It's not like it's a political thing or whatever the heck. But yeah, I probably haven't finished this. It's indicated by the empty spots beyond the corners. But I'm gonna go further south to University Boulevard, which actually leads to a college campus, or at least a future one. Let's go to here, and boom. Buildings here. So I wonder, like, if I were to check every part of this place, that will take a while. It's like, where would the odds be if there's, like, duplicate places or parts within the same place, rather? Speedway gas station. Another gas station down the road, because at a intersection, apparently there's never enough gas stations. Well, maybe there is enough gas stations, actually. 2. And if we want to go even crazier, 3. But yeah. There's the electric company, Inger Electronics, rather. The electronic company, rather. Like, making electronics, not like responsible for your electricity, necessarily. And I made these college buildings by scratch, folks. It's not filled with anything, but I definitely organized the buildings in a way that it could imitate rooms for learning and all this other stuff. I even made what could have been a recreation of a classic door type for this building here. Like, I know they have names. Okay, this is the College of Language, Science, and Arts, I believe. That's what LSA stands for. Math and engineering across this walkway, and sandwiched in between the two is the College of Environment building, which is I don't know. It's like I made these 3 buildings in the same time, as well as this building across from that, which is supposed to be the Architecture and Urban Planning building. And across from that building, we got the College of Health, which is supposed to be moving, but I never got around to actually executing the move. And then across from the College of Health building, we got ourselves the law school. So now we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings in the same area for an entire university, done within a week. And that's like assuming I spent like a couple hours a day thinking the whole plan through and all this other stuff. And even, interestingly enough, near this entire campus is the hospital I made. Which I don't know if it's anything... I mean, it looks neat, but I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I feel like I did a great job, except with the grass being walked through. But other than that, everything else should be okay. And then with major college campuses, you get major residence halls or dorms just popping up. And naturally, you have a few of them, like this one right here, which has stores at the first floor and all kinds of rooms for sleeping from the second and above. Or it could be third and above, or fourth and above, like this one. And then, yeah, there's also a mixed-use building which has multiple purposes. Like, this one has purpose of apartments, a train station, and there's supposed to be businesses in there. And that's also, mind you, across from the college campus, which is maximizing as many uses for an entire building as possible, if I were to ever see something like it. And diagonal from that same building, more apartments that are empty, because I want to minimize brick count while building all this stuff. And yes, I did make apartments. Well, kind of. The only thing I did was take the 4-story version of a model I made for architecture school. It's like, this is based on an architectural model I made, believe it or not, which is insane, by the way. Like, and I just combine all this together. Like, you know, this thing. It's like it's like the only thing that was added on to, like, the architectural model itself is stairs, rails, all this other funny stuff that'll help access someone's apartment room up there. And mind you, these apartments for what would be designed for college kids, I just broke into one by accident. Yeah, that's one way to glitch into apartment. Just run into a freaking wall that happens to have a toilet on the other side from it, especially at high speed. But it's also near a pharmacy and a train station and another gas station. And a store. All north. Wait a minute. Hold on. I never finished this? Okay, I guess I gotta get to work, I freaking guess, because why on earth is this not showing up now? It's like, maybe I have to do another tour of Saunders City soon, but who knows, man. I don't think that's all I have, because there's like one major thing I have to cover, and that thing is basically covering the entire entertainment district, which has a football stadium, a baseball stadium as well as an arena for both basketball and hockey that could be converted into one odd thing or another. And yeah, this is also another, but before I go there, this is another building that is recently built that serves as a train station and apartments above. And there's also an even more interesting fact below the ground level. It's like it has doors for a reason. Like, this is because it eventually leads to a network of underground bunkers in case of war breaking out, which it's not super uncommon to have it occur. Like, it's not common, but it's not like rare for the city to be targeted for no reason either, unfortunately, because it's the largest city of the virtual nation of the Unified States, of Morseville. And with it being the largest city, puts a pretty big target on its back. And yes, this is the memorial park for a battleship I winded up recreating. I don't know if it's from scratch or if I took something and tweaked it entirely. Because something's telling me I might have actually made this myself. Yeah, I must have, because I made the stairs. Maybe I don't know about maybe the rails. Just maybe. But it's a good, at least in my opinion, a good ship I made. Warship. And if you want to see other warships, I could show you guys that probably at a later date. And like that, we're over the hills and we're in another town. And there's another hotel that is off of the main street, being literally named Arena Street or 31st Street in Saunders City. It's like, due to different cities using different street names. And yeah, I turned one of the parking lots, or at least part of a parking lot, into a parking structure to allow more people to park in a certain area, and which could actually be useful when this stadium, Bloxicola Center, or Bloxicola Arena, one of the two names, when that stadium gets upgraded. That could be very useful. I mean, very useful. And if you guys just joined my stream, by the way, welcome to my stream, where I tour one of my places that I've made on and off for a decade. Through a lot of changes, a few with the help of a couple of my friends that barely work on the project, if at all, due to having stuff going on in their life, and I'm pretty close to having stuff going on in my life too. If I'm not there already. And yeah, that's one of the free entertainment places. Like, we got Bloxy Cola Center. And then we got a parking structure. Primarily for the baseball stadium for Saunders City Ballpark is the name, but and that is also across from the Angry Electronics Stadium for football. And yeah, you could just run out to the field theoretically. Literally run out onto the field. Which is pretty awesome stuff. But now, to finish this tour off to the ballpark. Alright, let me see if I fixed the... Yeah, I did. Where you could just walk to your seat. And you can literally watch the game happen. Alright. We are back again, at least with the yapping session. It's like, stop yapping. It's like, well, how am I supposed to explain what a certain place is if I stop talking? Per se. Which is honestly a good question in retrospect. At least I would think it's a good question. And I believe this was supposed to be a station for some kind of rail system that was... I mean, that was added by a friend of mine that I have yet to connect the dots for. And then there is... Yeah, it's a... certain... Yeah, it might be a... Yeah, it's a Microsoft store, I think. It looked like it, at least. From the logo being used. There is a Target in this game. Nearby the Bloxy Cola Arena. Right here. Also near the freeway, and across and diagonal from that is a shopping center. Let me see what else. I know I explained that there's a bunch of skyscrapers in the city earlier, at least. But yeah, there's multiple parking structures for at least the hospital, but also to other towers nearby, like, yeah, I know, the Trump Hotel in Saunders City. My logic behind this is, if there was one for New York City, there has to be one for the biggest city in Morseville as well. That was my whole logic, that even having one in the first place. It's like, if there's one in New York City, there should be one in this virtual city as well. And there might be one. I don't know. I don't think there would be a hotel for that guy's name in D.C., the capital of the U.S. I don't think so. But yeah. One of these taller skyscrapers is also a hotel, but the difference about this hotel is there's nothing in it compared to the other one, which has an overwhelming amount of bricks somehow. Yeah, this building I finished last month or so. If you haven't stuck around. Oh, it's not gonna save me from falling. Oh well. I don't know, it's my brain better not be screwed. Because I feel like, I don't know what's happened to my head. I wonder if... That might be from, like, blowing my nose too much, or it's too hard. Hopefully not too hard for my nose being blown, but... Yeah, but yeah, I don't know why my friend made a recreation of the South Tower as the tallest building in the city, but... Don't ask me, that was not my idea. But it's there. So yeah, I guess there's that going. And now, if we put all of this together, hopefully my computer does not have a literal lag at all. Okay. Like, this is not a bad view, but the lag must be intense after all this. And I got to, like, most of the major areas for this city right here. It says I got 9 views, which is viewers, rather. And it's also complete with a bridge or two across this sea here to reach an island, mind you. So granted, there's a thing I need to still need to complete with in downtown. It's just filling in downtown as a whole, like with more skyscrapers, even if they're like empty, so it doesn't lag to death. And I have to also eliminate the sources of the lag if I can even find it. Because this building here, which is a motel, at least a motel in name, has so many bricks. It's like 74,000 or so. It's crazy. It's just absolutely insane how many parts this actually has. And I'm basically done with the tour, although, you know, a lot of you guys came in very recently. And it's great seeing you guys, honestly. It's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, my original plan for this stream is to try and have a game surpass the current concurrent user count, which is how many people are in a game at a certain time. Have it exceed or pass Meep City. That was my original plan, by the way, but of course, with there being like 10 people watching my stream at most, or maybe 15 on a very lucky day, then it's just a matter of, you know, I don't know, it's like, who else is gonna, it's like, the only way it will work is if someone else with a larger audience, rather, a lot bigger in subscriber count would pitch in as well. And I don't know really anyone to some extent that would be absolutely willing to make a game that would surpass Meep City regarding active users playing their game. And I have the game link pasted. And I know my thumbnail's a little outdated because I have a free Schlep thing as the thumbnail. However, I can change it at a later date. And yeah, note for like this building, which is a recreation of the South Tower for the World Trade Center in New York, which is not much of a coincidence the more we think about it. Both Saunders City and New York City are the largest cities of their respective nations. This building's floors are numbered, like thoroughly numbered from the ground level to the basement. Ground level and basement all the way to floor 110. And I can show you guys right now, by the way, before I wrap this thing up. At least the tour of Saunders City. It's like, well, it's like if you guys have suggestions of what else I should do, it's like I could do a tour of Applewood, but that might be another stream. Okay, note how this says roof. Go down one, and there it is, 110. And if we were to go down one, 109, and so on and so forth, until we get to the roof. And I know these have been numbered, because I've went through them in Roblox Studio personally. Like, this is 110, 109, 108, and it'll go all the way down to 3, 2, and then the first floor would just be labeled as ground level. Okay, where are my graphics level again? It's back to 5. Okay. Good. I guess. And yeah, this particular is the Twisting Tower, which the same friend that made this tower across from that, he made this one too. But, yeah, this has not been numbered off, which could be easily changed. It'll be a bit time-consuming, but not as time-consuming as expanding the map much larger than anticipated. So if you guys are around, you know, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this stream, because it helps to some extent that people do watch my stuff, and I'm not doing this for nothing. As much as I feel like I do this for nothing, I just thought I would show this off to to whoever watches it, just to see like who would care about it, at least. And that's also a warship. Just, I don't know if any of those I mean, it can drive, but I don't know if any of those cannons would typically work, though. Those barrels, rather. Let me find the door to this thing. It's like, I know there's a possibility you could... Oh, wait. I thought you could steer this thing, but apparently... It might be downstairs. Spiral staircase. By the way. Oh yeah, there's also a model of another ship here. made by another friend. That could be drivable at some point. So you could easily drive a ship, but it'll probably be very lag-inducing if it were to be allowed to drive. And I also did not entirely get to the islands. Because I've been focusing primarily on Saunders City and the surrounding area. Like, I passed over the town of AB Rio, which is ABRIO, is the abbreviation for Angry Birds Rio. And I used a couple of those accounts in, like, 2015 and stuff. It's like ABR is capitalized, and IO, it's supposed to be AB for Angry Birds capitalized and abbreviated, and then Rio next to that without a dash, hyphen, or even a space. Yeah. But yeah, there's the town of AB Rio. Mainly has a bunch of apartments, so you can look over the beach with it and stuff. And the fun fact about this entire area here, this used to be Saunders Cities until that got moved eastward into the coastal island town of AB Rio. And note how it says Ocean View Beach. Still, because it came from that exact area. And there's a naval base that I probably haven't finished basically giving detail to. It's like there's just a little, I don't even think it's like a shed, but it's like some kind of building, watch building. So, like, where you can monitor what was the nuclear silos or whatever, or nuclear arms. Like, if it were to sit right here, and this would probably be the launching point, which is crazy to think about, because that is typically, a risk regarding nations and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure if I reported this earlier or not. I believe I did, but Kaneko Kitten, by the way, has also been deleted. This might sound like some kind of clickbait. No, it's not. Or some kind of engagement bait. No, it's not. Actually, you can literally search Kaneko Kitten was taken on Roblox, and you will see what I mean. His account actually got terminated after, like, what? 5 years of constant backlash to get him banned? Yeah, it's a little crazy how long it takes. So like, I'll timestamp this stream if I haven't timestamped the other. Which, and speaking of timestamping, I will figure out if I have gone around necessarily to finishing timestamping the previous stream. Because I know I timestamped stream number 373, and that's about the whole free schlep thing. And I still have free schlep as the thumbnail here, which I will change it to Saunders City. I will 100% do that. Don't get me wrong. And, don't be surprised if you see any of these become... Okay, it's partly cloudy. Never mind. I want it to be sunny in this game. so I can straight up take my thumbnail for this stream and just, I don't know, there's something about it. So it can be accurate in nature, I guess, and not be absolutely a slight mislead based on thumbnails only. I don't think like the thumbnails like inherently misleading, although it's not like a free schlep movement thing. And if I do like work on Sonic City on stream, then I would add the billboards. Now, alright, let's see the weather here. Partly, oh well, this is partly cloudy. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do a certain thing, I guess. Yeah, it's clouds. Imagine working on the floor nearby clouds, and then you see cloud stuff in a way. Like, look at this. Like, I think it's definitely a mesh thing. Because, you know, why on earth would there be something like this going on inside a building? It's like, yeah, if any, it's like logic has it that the whole cloud would go all, or either be split, or it'll be split around the building, or go around the building entirely. But, you know, if you guys have not gotten around to it already, if you like the stream, hit the like button and subscribe. I will definitely be doing at least one more stream to show the amount of effort I've also put into Morseville's capital city. Oh, it's the cloud. Oh, great, it's the cloud again. Will the cloud be clear at least? Or do I have to delete it? Precip. Oh, that's funny. It's literally named Precip and then username. That is some funny stuff. Isn't it? Whoa, what the heck? What did I just do? Oh, that's just the thing in general that generally hovers above and crap. I just want to know about this freaking cloud. And yeah. One building above the clouds, literally. Alright. My tour is done. I'm just going to be here for a little bit. If you want to hang out in Sonder City, feel free to join the pinned comment. Prepare to have your graphic settings turned down, though. Because, you know, that's going to be a whole can of worms within itself. But, well, on second thought, I could just grab an image of Sonder City and then use it as the thumbnail later, I guess. Let me see. The tour of Andaria lasts about 2 hours. Tour of Thymok Island lasted 26 minutes. And now the tour of Sonder City lasted about an hour, I think. Alright. I believe I do have, like, images lurking around somewhere of Sonder City at minimum. And if I could, like, and I'm very likely on using them. Alright. I'm gonna leave the place, at least, so my computer can take a breather for a minute. It's like, imagine if I could, like, stream while working on the place. That would be insane, by the way. Like, this is, and you know, this is why I've been trying to find something to replace the thumbnail with, because it's like I meant the free schlep thing to be a single stream. What I also meant is to eventually have a stream where I would just strap up there and say, hey, we got this, and that regarding all the things going on. And then yet, you know, let's see what will happen to my computer. Because it's going to load like everything, by the way. Everything. Quite a bit. It's going to take forever. I bet. And I don't even have to bet more money. I just have a... Okay. Alright. It's like I don't like how I have to switch all the windows and crap. Okay. I'll probably rather just have this big window of Roblox Studio open. So I don't have to have that tiny little window just, you know. Let's see how long it takes here, because it still says connecting the server. And it's starting to slow down. Whether it's opening the place or not, I have no idea, but... regardless, it's definitely starting to happen, I guess. I mean, hopefully that... still says connecting to server, which is the Roblox Studio server, because I have Team Create on, so multiple people can work on the same place at once without having everything just get ruined. I don't know about ruined necessarily, but progress having to be ruined and stuff. Let's see. It's still saying connecting the server. I don't know if it's gonna actually do it or if it's just gonna keep saying the same old stuff. And I don't know. So I'm just trying. Like, all this while I'm trying to find a thumbnail for this stream. In addition. Which says a lot as to what I'm, trying to figure out here. Like, if it's not gonna load, I'll just figure something else out to do. Whether it's for another stream or what else. So, yeah. It's like, for those who haven't watched my content in about a week and wondering, or ever wondering why I don't have premium, I basically did not renew it, and I canceled it. And I bring that up because I know that people might be out the loop regarding what's happening. Like, the whole free schlep situation has gotten so wild to the point that... Okay, hold on. It's still saying connecting to server. Still connecting to server. I can even show you guys the small little window if you really want me to. Could really do it right now. Holy crap. I wish I can show, like, multiple screens at once. Like, that would be very appreciated. Like, maybe I should add a second window thing. Like, that still says connecting to server. And I know it'll show up eventually. Yeah, there we go. It says still connecting the server for the 8,000th time. And then it's... Oh, hold on. It's loading in, folks. It's actually loading in. Holy smokes. And, hold on. Apparently my screen has not been even... Wait a minute. Okay, I made the screen back to normal, I suppose. Because it was out of sync as well, because, we're gonna fix these issues live. We toured Saunders City, and we're gonna work on it live. Well, I'm gonna work on it live while you guys watch. Assuming there's gonna be no problems. Because, like, it still says connecting to server, but the place is open. And it has, like, 2 lines of output. It's basically all saying fail to load sound and the sound ID. Or whatever. Like, I don't know what to say. Okay, how long is it gonna connect to the server for? Hopefully long enough for me to join in through Roblox Studio so I can work on this live. It might be a not so fun time, but it's definitely an experience for the ages. Nevertheless. Let's see here. Nothing else has changed. But yeah, the tour was for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. What does it show? It says I joined live editing session. It might have worked. Alright, the connecting session thing has disappeared, and now the rest is history. It's gonna load in very slowly, but definitely surely it's going to be loading in brick by brick, model by model, slowly and surely until everything is loaded. And here we go. Here we go, folks. It's like I know I personally have been. It's like been kind of less motivated to work on Roblox related matters due to the whole Schlep Bing Bang situation. But I believe that. But yeah, Roblox is doing all these changes because they are literally kind of forced to. Okay, it's loading in the models. And if I were to go to a part and just straight up click it to load everything in, it won't take 2 hours to load. Which, one of the recent updates with loading times, probably the best update for Roblox Studio to date. Because without that, I don't know what would I have possibly done. So like, it should have gave me more motivation and discipline to work on everything, but it didn't do the opposite necessarily. But I just didn't do very much. It's like, oh, I could do this easily now, and I kind of could, but I also didn't really. I didn't really do much. Now I gotta figure out what needs to be fixed around here. And yeah, there's a freeway. And there's Interstate 10 from earlier, if you haven't watched it. The earlier parts of the tour. And then, hold on. Is the whole model of all these like this, or am I just tripping here? Because if the whole model of the Aldi store looks like this, like actually looks like this, I am going to snap. Okay, it turns out that, yeah, I don't know what on earth has happened. I don't know and why that part in particular has gotten deleted. That is a bug. 100% a bug. Like, honestly, I don't even know why that removed everything. $710,800 parts. I'm not joking, folks. This place truly has a lot of parts. I mean, dare I say, nearly a million. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, like, a million parts for a game like this is a next level of insanity that one could never thought of being possible in the first place. And I could see why. Because usually there's like a whole lot lower amount of parts just lingering around. And yeah, I'll take a screenshot by the end of this fix. There it is. The whole darn thing. Alright, is this the same color as this? No, not quite. It's okay. No. Okay, it's not. It's the roof. Frick. And yeah, these houses have been built in 2017. Like, way before the possibility of using all kinds of other stuff. Like, if I'm not mistaken here, okay, I'm trying to think of the material. It's okay. Why is it freezing in real time? This can't be real. Not siding. It's not tiles necessarily either. Shingles. I'm done. The fact it took me 30 seconds to remember frickin' roof shingles says a lot as to what has to happen with me. Quite frankly, I should have easily remembered that shingles go on the top of roofs. But alright, let me see here. What else should be added to Sonder City that isn't gonna violate the rules? Let me know in the live chat, y'all. What should I add in Sonder City? Like, a bunch of these surrounding downtown could be like 100 or so parts. 100,000 parts. And crap. But ooh, excuse me. Okay, what else needed to be fixed or whatever? Oh yeah, I have to make sure that random part, like, I don't know what the part was about. Oh yeah, right there. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. And the grass by the hospital also needs to be looked into, considering the fact that I walked over there and like sunk in the grass, which should not be happening. You don't normally sink into grass unless that is mud in disguise, which is a whole nother category of things, with it being mud versus grass. Alright, here we go. And it looks like the hospital's fine too. The university hospital, at least. Like if I allow myself to add more stuff in here, I definitely would. Like, without going absolutely crazy on the brick count here. Ten people watching. Thank you guys. Yes, a floating train platform. If we were to have trains try to work again, be there. Well, let me see what else needs to be looked into. Alright. Oh yeah, billboards. Because, you know. You guys want to stick around for the next few minutes or so, as I'm gonna add billboards and stuff. I just have to figure out, like, how am I gonna pull this off necessarily, or whatnot. Probably should use this billboard on the other side, actually. $79. Okay, I guess so. I just wonder how the heck am I gonna squeeze in a billboard somewhere on the stretch of road near the spawn point. Maybe it's gonna be have to be on top of a building or something. What's the player count of Meep City? I will check. It's gonna take a minute because my computer is lagging controllably precisely. 298 right now. Which is, well, it's not the lowest they've been at, but it's probably the lowest they have been at this time. Like 9:30 or so. Hold on. Right now at 9:40, you're at 298. All those at, yeah, it's 298. Let me see if I could get. Yesterday, at around the same 10-minute time span, 408. So it's definitely going down, and it's like super low in the middle of the week, and it's like higher throughout the weekend, and that's like generally the trend throughout all this. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Might have to take something out of these guys. And yeah, those are technically billboards that you could put on top of buildings, and they're within a certain height that, I don't know, that is basically eye level, I guess. I just gotta find the where. Like, where am I gonna... It could be right here, actually. I'm not gonna knock it entirely. Although, putting a billboard on top of a apartment building is quite an interesting choice, actually. The more I think about this through here. Up there's one billboard. Let me see. Yeah, I could put one right here, actually. I just gotta have one so I could put the advertise. Well, it's not even an advertisement. It's just a message. There it is. And I put that there because of the fact that I did it to a city I've toured before, and I plan to do this for weeks now, but I haven't really got around to even though. Wait a minute. I could move the location of this entirely. Even. I have no idea where, but definitely. And that's one of the billboards I plan on putting up. I gotta find more spots to ultimately put a free schlep billboard on here, even though it doesn't get many visits at all. It'll definitely be something to look back to, I guess. Okay, this is kind of a bad spot in one direction, but decent spot in another direction. I just realized that. Is there really not that many good spots for a freaking billboard after all? It can't be. Alright. Like, it's just me thinking that there's bad or good spots. Okay, alright, I could put a billboard. Or could I put it? I don't know if I could put it right there. I could leave it where it's at. Maybe. Wait a minute. Does it ever overlap the freeway? Hardly ever. Okay. I could just bring this billboard over here. Oh, I have a spot for a billboard. 2 of them facing each direction now. How'd I misspell his name? But yeah, Meep City's player count is definitely going down as the night wears on, so to speak. Okay, let me flip how this is all actually. Oh. Thanks for everything and nothing. Pasting it at the wrong spot, possibly. Oh, I could definitely put a billboard on top of this 3-story building. It could be possible, but I'm not ready for that conversation yet. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a wedge 2 top of all this. Okay, so 36.5, 37, whatever the dimensions are. Let's see. Okay, as long as that. Let me see. Even this might do it. Right. Yeah, this is a fire poster be hanging up on top of a building. Hold on. Even though I don't know if it. So this could be moved. Yeah, I wonder if I could combine a tour of Sonder City and trying to have up a game more than Meep City's actual player count in the same stream, or should I do it on a different one? Because if I do on the same stream, I'll just have to make a timestamp. Which shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Oh, I have never realized the full potential of using billboards in the street. I did not entirely realize. What? Now you get a free schlep poster at the spawn point. Whenever you join, you'll see this nice poster that someone made on Twitter. And I thought, you know what? Let me use it in Roblox games as well. Why not? It's like, what's... like, as long as Roblox doesn't strike it down precisely. Whoa. Whoa, hey. What the heck? Okay. I did not ask for whatever it's doing to be as possessed as this thing is. I'm trying to select all these other parts. And it's being absolutely stupid. Like, actually stupid. Like, I have never understood why it did that. Still. Like, I don't know how much bigger I can make this poster, but you can kind of see the poster from, like, a somewhat far distance. Alex Neutron on Roblox Studio at 10 o'clock in the evening. Oh, boy. What could he be cooking up at this time of night? At least it'll get pulled. Alright, let's see here. Have I added enough billboards? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I post enough billboards to... We got hurricane stuff. We got more hurricane stuff. I want to have a billboard closer to spawn. That's... But on the freeway, that's gonna have that free schlep sentiment as well. I just don't know where the heck am I gonna put it. Like, maybe it could be used way down here. This other billboard. Maybe. Since... Oh yeah, that's a perfect spot, because nothing's there. You could literally use it for literally any and everything, including but not limited to... Hold on, let me see. Advertisement for rent. Wait, what? Oh, it's not there. I was gonna say, where the heck is it? But there it is. I could lower this, however. At what cost? It would be funny if Alex Neutron replaced the avatar area with morph magic, bro. If he adds any kind of morphing, the whole thing would just. The whole issue would just rise up overnight. if people found out about this. Except, I don't know. Unless we're talking about the morph magic from Welcome to Town Robloxia, of course. I think I can replace the insure blocks. Advertisement with a free schlep. Advocacy poster. I believe it's definitely doable. In fact, it's already been done. Now it's gonna be first thing when you go on the freeway southbound from 46th Street or Georgia Street, whatever. No, it's Arkansas Street. Whatever I named it, 46th Street and or Arkansas Street. Go southbound, and this is one of the first things you'll see: a free schlep ad. It's not even an ad. It's just a. I mean, it can be an ad, but. But it's there nevertheless, so. I'm going to save. Oh no, wait. I could add another car. Briefly, add another car. It's like I could just wait, what's this? The 2021. Oh yeah. I remember when I tried to make my own cars for them to apparently fail in real time. Like, I don't know what is actually happening for these Angry Motors cars to be absolutely crap at either turning or going. Maybe a mixture of both at times. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure out how the heck to make my own cars. Maybe. But alright. I wonder if I should build something in this game live. Because you know. And then if we do want to build something live on stream, it would be a matter of where necessarily, not just like, yeah, it's gonna be in this place. It's just, it could be downtown, it could be outside of downtown, it could be a skyscraper or just a house or something. I just need to know what the heck, where do I begin from here? And here we go. I'm going to take a screenshot of this real quick. And that's going to be my thumbnail, folks. Truly, my thumbnail. Oh, I could, like... So... Alright, let me see here. Refreshing Meep City counts. Okay, it went from 298 to 340, but those increases are bound to be temporary. Because it's gonna go down again later, considering that it's 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Alright, let me see. It's like normally I hardly change thumbnails, but in order for me to be accurate on what on earth we're dealing with here, we should consider just going ahead and putting the whole thing, the actual thumbnail in question here. And whatever. And we're at 10 people watching me sit in Roblox Studio working on the well, that's 9 now. That is now 9, but it was 10 earlier. But alright. We're back at 940 subscribers, by the way. Which is not awfully surprising. Excuse me. But I don't know. Alright, I gotta find Roblox Livestreams or whatever the category is on YouTube. Should be closer to it being up there though. Because why? The fact that I don't see it either means something is up with my vision or something completely different. There it is. Roblox live streams. One video. Wait, what does it say? Why is it? It's not letting me see crap. Oh yeah, it's the deleted attempt. Alright. I wonder, should I make another skyscraper in downtown or just continue working on the areas outside of downtown? Because I already made the fixes that I probably would have needed. That isn't, even though I could have another few advertisements bring up the free schlep situation on more freeways. Hopefully my game don't, get wrongfully, because of me adding about current issues. It's like I'm sorry, your platform doesn't do a fudging thing regarding what you say is what you say you're the forefront of, and then not do it. Okay, that just makes you look like an absolute hypocritical clown. An absolute hypocritical clown, and I'm not afraid to say that, quite frankly. I might have to make this billboard stand taller off the ground. That might be what is going on. Alright, alright, let me see. Would 5 do? I don't know. It could. After all. Alright, not bad. It actually worked out after all. I'm gonna get more water real quick. Okay, I'm back. Alright, folks, I am back. I will end this particular stream. I will likely do a stream later in the night for trying to have a game surpass Meep City's player count. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys like this video, well, stream actually. If you like this stream, this tour of Saunders City, hit the like button. Subscribe, turn on your notifications to get notified of the next stream. It's gonna probably be within the next half an hour to an hour. Could be less than that, but it's gonna be a separate stream because, you know, I don't want to be, I don't know, I just honestly don't want to combine the two streams together of games trying to surpass Meep City and Saunders City. So I'll see you guys later. Be on the lookout for stream coming up by, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. If not that, then a couple of, well, not a couple hours, but an hour at most, half an hour at least. For preparation stuff, like 11 o'clock Eastern time. It could be a little later than that, but we'll have to see. I'll see you guys later. And peace out, guys. It was definitely nice seeing you guys show out all the support for the tour of Saunders City and the aftermath of that. And I'll see you guys later with the stream to try and beat Meep City's player count.